Hello, welcome back. I'm Tanya from Tanya's Witchy Kitchen, and how are you doing today? I ask you this all the time and nobody ever responds. I'm doing great. Give me a shout out. No, okay. So anyway, I was going to catch you up on some things with the summer. I don't think I told you. So my son got out of college, 4 years of rodeo, and so he was like, I'm going to auctioneer school. Literally put himself through auctioneer school. It was 1 week that he was gone, and he loved it. And he's such a shy kid, so to me, he's a shy kid, you know. He's not very outgoing like his dad is. And so, you know, it was kind of funny to think of him as being in auctioneer school. So then, of course, when we were going to rodeos or driving to rodeos, he'd be listening to, like, he had tests to take and other things he had to listen to follow up on this whole thing. And it actually started before he went to the week-long more intense training. He had things to do beforehand, like tongue twisters and all these things. And it was really interesting, you know, to see it, because you just never know about auctioneers. Listening to him practice, like in the tractor, he was doing it while we were haying, he said, and he had recorded himself to listen back. So then all of a sudden, my boys are going to auction sales. Like, I don't have enough stuff in my house, right? Auction sales of all things, and they have been bringing back the craziest stuff, and some good things too, really good things. Like my son was looking for a single or double horse trailer, a shorter trailer that he could pull with his own truck. My other son, I don't think he came home with the boat per se on that one, but he's brought home a motorcycle and some garden weed whackers and lawnmowers and just weird things. And then, of course, my little son comes home with an axe so he can chop a tree down. Yeah. And a tow rope. I like the tow rope. I was like, I don't know what you can do with it, but heck, tow ropes are expensive. Have you ever tried to buy one? Crazy. But yeah, so anyway, they've been going to auction sales, and then my son, you know, knew the auctioneers, but they've always like, no, you know, we don't need anybody extra. Well, one night they went and they were short a guy, so he got to auctioneer for an hour, and he was just tickled pink. But I mean, these auction sales are crazy. They're killing me. They're filling up my garage and my house with stuff. Oh, I'd be like, if you need something, just let me know, because holy crapoly, the stuff they have come home with is just, I can't even tell you. It's just crazy stuff. And but they have fun, and I know how fun it is, so it doesn't bother me. I think it bothers my husband a lot more because it's just more stuff. And I told him, I said, you know, when the kids are gone, when they have their own place and they're not in the house, I said, you're going to miss this. I said, you're going to miss it. I said, so just enjoy the chaos. Like, literally just enjoy and love the chaos. What else can you do, right? But anyway, today, guess what? I didn't look and see what the schedule said for the video I was doing, so I don't know what we're doing today. You do, because you saw the thumbnail. So anyway, 3 things. Dream big. Be true to you. You are worth it. And let's go check out this video. Aha, the gingerbread latte. I have actually been wanting to do this for a couple years. I did a gingerbread soap a few years ago. It's been a while. It was just a little one, and it was really cute. But this formulation is a little bit different, and it goes a little wonky, so pay attention. Starting with my master butter batch with cocoa butter. So this is an expensive soap if I had just purchased cocoa butter. Although I saw Bulk Apocotherapy was having a sale on cocoa butter. Interesting. Sketchy all at the same time. So what, you know, there's so many things you can add to soap, and I'm going to show you one of the things maybe we shouldn't add to soap. I've added cream. I've added root beer. I've added wine, beer, you know, carrot puree. I mean, so many things. And I've added molasses before. I have added molasses before. Okay, that stuff, that batch is colored. Okay, that one's colored honey blush. Yeah, my camera moved. I've added molasses because it gives it a really pretty look. But I guess maybe I added too much, or it just didn't like the black strap molasses. And yeah, you'll see why. But it does give it a really pretty color if you're just looking for, you know, a thicker soap. But anyway, I'm using two different types of fragrance oil. I am using a fragrance oil, which is, this is Gingerbread, I think, by Aztec. I think, something. It is supposed to discolor. I was expecting more discoloration out of it, and that's why this one is not colored, okay? This one is supposed to discolor to, it's got enough vanillin in there to discolor to a nice brown. I know a lot of people will add mica just so they say so they get a uniform color. I don't ever seem to have that problem. It's either going to discolor or it's not. So the one I am mixing now has honey blush mica. But so the kicker is I'm using half of my fragrances, half is the fragrance oil. The other half is an essential oil blend to make the gingerbread latte. And right offhand, I cannot even tell you what the heck it's made out of because it's in my notes and they're missing. But it is a gingerbread, it is essential oils. And so I was on the hope that it wouldn't discolor. I don't think it's discolored before on me. So I was hoping, and it's been a while since I've used it, but that it wouldn't discolor. Now, I didn't make the typical gingerbread latte with the, dark on the bottom, and then some people do a swirl in the middle and then white on top, or, and this is what molasses does to your soap batter. It looks like stearic acid. It got super thick. I had issues, so half my batter was super thick. The other half was, nice and runny. It wasn't the greatest bowl swirl, believe me. I mean, it looks like it's working, but I had, it's chunky. You know what it almost looks like, just because that's when that's coming up with the Christmas ones, is the ghost swirls where you use different sections of lye, But yeah, look at that. Whew. Chunky monkey. This soap has been curing, and I'm actually using it as a tester to actually see how long it takes my soaps to cure, to basically see how long it takes for them to lose their water weight. And it's not a hard process. All you really have to do is leave them, so you remember, and weigh them every day and write down their weight. And you keep doing that until they are totally done losing weight, where they basically stay the same weight, and don't lose any more. And that's when you know that they are fully cured. The 4 to 6 week process is just a basic guideline. It all depends on how much water you use and pretty much how much water you use. Although olive oil soaps, like the pure olive oil, those do take longer. I had to do something with this, you guys. It was like mashed potatoes and gravy gone bad. I was like, this is not, like, the liquid part didn't want to set up. The chunky part was just chunky. I was like, I'm not getting anywhere with this. It was like, wow, what do you do? Like, see, I mean, it's just that essential oil blend, like some essential oils will loosen up the batter and some essential oils will thicken the batter. It's just how it is. But I guess this essential oil blend did no such thing as thickening up the batter. It actually probably loosened the batter from when I look back at it, at how it performed. That makes more sense. And I have really high hopes for this bar because I'm really hoping that blush, honey blush, does stay a honey blush, and I am hoping that the brown discolors to a nice brown. So, let's check it out. I don't really show you a close-up because it's kind of like, that's all she wrote. That's all there is to it. It's really not the prettiest bar in the world, and it's going to be really hard to see those designs. Oh, my little grandbaby's head was in the way. I just noticed that. He was helping me cut soaps that day. He was just ecstatic over it. Yeah, the pattern's going to be really hard to see because the colors haven't quite, done their thing. And actually, when you look at the outside, it's really crazy how it hasn't even changed. You can see a little bit. The honey blush is probably the browner color we're looking at. And then that middle is, there's a little molasses, is the thicker part of the soap that should discolor. So we'll have to see if it, reverts back. But very, very good. They've been sitting by my work desk these last few weeks, and they smell heavenly, heavenly, heavenly. I love gingerbread. Love ginger snap cookies. That's a staple at Christmas time in our house. Oh gosh, I can't even. Oh yeah, I had to fix him. I wasn't doing the best job. But sometimes, yeah, I do wonder. And I was giving my son crap about how he should have auctioneered himself off at his one rodeo where they do a Calcutta and they auctioneer off the cowboys and then they auctioneer off the bullpen, and whoever bid on him sure won a nice chunk of money that day. And of course, the fragrance notes to this bar. I did not put the essential oil blend in there. This is the bars right after I cut them. Okay, take a really good look. This is the bar after it's totally cured and done losing weight. Isn't that crazy? I was expecting a lot darker of a bar. And I will leave you with this. So $50.